Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Stellaris as the Imperium of Man. The Emperor protects, though not from game crashes, apparently. That, he does not protect from that. I started this episode about 7 or 8 minutes ago, and then the game crashed, and I had to hard crash my computer, so... That's the second crash I've experienced in Stellaris thus far in this entire playthrough, which is relatively good, you know, I have to agree with me. But it's obviously it's nowhere near perfect. But hey, I'm not complaining too much, at least I don't think. Basically, the only thing I said was what I'm going to start constructing, and that's these ships here. We're going to need to start rebuilding the Battlefleet Barbarous, which, as you all recall, I'm sure was the one that gloriously defeated no less, being no less than a minor chaos god. Absolutely fantastic. What can I say? Absolutely fantastic. Now, as far as our research is concerned, I don't think we have any... Ooh, yes, we do. This is not fully surveyed. And I realised, because... Okay, I'll just going to say between me and you, yeah? I have a pretty big backlog. Like, I have a backlog of around 6-7 episodes, usually, of Stellaris. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is, I can upload it relatively regularly. Sometimes I choose not to upload it, because I want to wait for most of my viewers to catch up with the series, not overflood the channel with just Stellaris, and want to upload something else. You know, in between those episodes, usually I wait around 24 hours-ish to upload the next episode. You know, sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more. Usually it's a little bit less than that. But besides the point. This does mean, however, that some criticism and some advice that I received, you know, 6 videos ago, I'm only reading about it now, and I can only implement it now, 6 or 7 videos later. So, sorry about that. But I have to. I have to if I'm gonna upload as much and as often as I do. Backlogs are necessary. I think, you know, if you think about it, every single YouTuber, even the ones that do YouTube as a full-time job, do still have backlogs. Pretty massive backlogs, yeah. So I'm nowhere near special in that regard. So, but yeah, the main reason that I'm saying that is this morning actually, I read about. It was from someone, you know who you are once again. I really don't recall the name, I'm sorry, I'm very, very sorry. I know who, see, here's the thing, I know who it is when I look at their name and I'm like, oh, that's the guy that said that did that, he, you know, like, put it in context like that, I can memorize people, but, just out of the blue, I can't remember the name itself. I do know what his profile picture looks like, though, so... People tend to change that on YouTube, though, which is super weird. Not weird, but, like, it's sometimes it freaks me out a bit. Like, it's his name, but it's the wrong picture. I do not recognize this guy anymore. It's not just my viewers, it's other people as well. Also people changing their usernames, which are just... You change your username, you are dead to me. Not because I dislike it, it's simply because I will have completely forgotten everything, every interaction I had with you. I'm sorry, but that is the God's honest truth, and I'm pretty sure it's the case with like 99% of other YouTubers, regardless of their popularity. But yeah, back to my original point. The reason I'm saying that is because someone told me that I didn't upgrade these things to level 3 point defense, and that is actually true. Okay.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I didn't upgrade this to level. Here's the thing, I didn't mean now, I meant in like 6 or 7 videos ago. Probably around 6, right? But as it turns out, I really haven't upgraded them. So... sorry? No, glad I figured it out now. On my own, mind you. Once again, not that this makes that much difference. I mean, it does, but it's not the most important thing in the world. But yeah, okay, I'm glad I saw it. All of the point defense stuff I need to upgrade to level 3. Well, fine. It's like 200 minerals per fleet. It's really nothing. But okay, it's there. It's being upgraded, right? Yeah. Okay. We're building the armies as well. We've surveyed this place. Good. Keep going then. I'm really intrigued by what's up here, and I have probable reason, and I have reason to believe and reason to doubt that, or reason to suspect, sorry. Reason to suspect that what's over here is, in fact, another fallen empire. There is just one question in my mind at this point in time. That is it awoken? If it's awoken, holy shit. If it's not, how long is it going to stay not awoken? Because I talked about this in the comments a little bit, and I'm going to mention it here as well. The fact that our glorious Imperium, as I call it, has not yet found a... Sorry, what's this? Oh, yeah, the new ore and gas thing. It's... Okay. The fact that the glorious Imperium you see before you has yet to encounter an awoken empire, an awoken fallen empire, is the luckiest thing I have done in Stellaris thus far. We'll see by 2400 in the Stellaris years, in Stellaris date. We'll see how long that holds. It could suddenly change at that point, yeah? Really could suddenly change at that point. I don't know. It might, it might not. We'll see. But xenophiles, really? Fuck off. Okay, so what's the difference between? Oh, yeah, sorry, these ones. It, like I said, it might not. But if it does, then I'll be at a lack for words, really. No, well, I've been allowed to, other than that, Spectre showing up, which, as we all know, ended up being a great thing indeed for me in the long run. I've been allowed to, more or less, unhindered... Oh, sorry, I've been more or less unhindered in my never-ending quest for more territory. Which is scary, how that works and how that, you know, ended up. It's genuinely a little bit terrifying. The fact that there is nothing has you know, gotten anywhere near stopping me. It's yeah, makes you stop and think. 11 battleships, 20 cruisers, 20 destroyers, 5 corvettes. 27, 21, 14. 27, 21, 14. Okay. Well, in that case, more corvettes. And... Pair of destroyers there. That's okay. System surveyed. Keep going. Really, there's nothing here. It's just empty space. Really. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I'm thinking more about the naval capacity mod that I have installed. basically just tweaks the values a little bit and makes it so. But changes the naval capacity is what it essentially does. It makes it based off. I think it bases it mostly off of your population. It's not the simplest algorithm either. It's surprisingly. Well, it's not. I won't call it terribly well balanced. But then again, I'm nowhere near 500 yet. Well, I am very near 500, but I'm nowhere near 1,000 yet. So I'm thinking I might keep it. You know, I really am. I'm thinking I might keep the mod. Simply because I don't know how large my fleets are going to get. At this point, if I have like 2,000 strength, then maybe that is a bit too much. And 2,000 capacity, maybe that's a bit too much. I should not have that mod enabled, but we're far away from that for now. But I'm thinking I might actually decide to keep it. Seems relatively okay to me. We'll see. Obviously, later down the line, more specifically how it performs. We're building a tyrant like this. Okay. Two mods are actually 45% colonizable. That's somewhat interesting. Oh, of course, the colony ship that I was going to send down there. Go. I think taking this is going to be particularly expensive, isn't it? Yeah, kind of. Not terrible though. Not terrible. Bin Castle. Something else. Durkheim, sure. Where are you? See, here's the thing. Most of my sectors now have their own constructor ships, so... Doubt I even need these things. Yeah? I guess I'll keep them around. I was thinking about making another battleship design, and well, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something I'm interested in. So let's see what we can see by clicking on these things. Yeah. So it's probably not going to be a carrier class. I think it's just going to be a lot of weapons on it. Yeah. Yeah. For example, broadside, then artillery. I think like something like this that focuses on a lot of different weapons. Well, not a lot of different weapons, but like the variety of weapons to an extent. And then like 4 kinetic batteries, you know, some cannons and 1 railgun, and for example, Marauder missiles. Yeah, that look good to you? That looks good to me. Obviously, the power cores, vital to our efforts overall.
Construction complete.
82% armor reduction. Oh, armor reduction, yeah. As if. 82% damage reduction. And with this, it goes down to 70. So, that's acceptable. Yes, so, shields. Then a capacitor and tissues. Yeah, that seems like a valid ship design to me. Might want to send a couple of these to both Conma and Barbarous. Might not be the worst idea in the world. It does entail, though, that I go to the Lexicon and find a name for it. Here we go. Luckily, the battleships are first on the thing. So we have the Nemesis, and we have the Apocalypse class battleship. Victory class, yeah, I like it. Hammer of Skaro is one such ship, for example. So, Victory class battleship. It kind of does fit it, doesn't it? A bunch of weapons. Essentially is all this thing has. But I want to... That's 3 designs, okay? That is all fine and dandy. I want to check something else, though. Just checking, not doing anything. Okay. Good. I was just going to make sure that battleships cannot fire torpedoes. They cannot. We've confirmed this. They indeed cannot fire torpedoes. There is no module that allows them to do so. I'll bite the bullet here. At least not right now. Maybe there is some technology or something that allows me to do that in the future. I have never seen it before. If it does exist, I highly doubt that it does. But just in case it does, I'm taking a step back here to make sure I'm not spreading misinformation, which I'm pretty sure I'm not when I tell you that such a thing does not exist. Just in case, though. Yeah? Just in case. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Corvettes. 22 cruisers, 24 destroyers. You might want a few more cruisers and destroyers, right? You know what? Apocalypse class ship. No. Pair of Victory class vessels. Actually, just one Victory class. Yeah. Then, 2 cruisers, just assortment of cruisers and destroyers. Hello! What the fuck are you? Holy Guardians. This is a fallen empire, just like we thought. Another child. Know that we are the, whatever, protectors. The chosen people of this galaxy respect our holy places, and may refrain from annihilating you. Okay. There they are. They don't love me, but they don't hate me either. Believe it or not, the fleet power of the 2 of us is equivalent. Their technology is far beyond anything I can imagine, but our fleet power is equivalent. Holy fucking hell. Okay. Well, that was insightful, I would call it. Get me another Victory class battleship. I'm really fond of these now for some reason. Why would you not be? It's a ton of weapons on a very sturdy platform. Does that mean Barbarous is going to be bigger than Conmar? Isn't it? It is, so is, isn't it? Nah. Tell you what, get them a Victory class battleship as well, like 1. And that should keep them happy. Well, you know, happy and equal with the other fleet. If not a bit too large for my taste. But it is the pragmatic thing to do, and I'm ever the pragmatist. And so is the Emperor, if you really think about it. I'm sure he has some unconventional means of doing things, but fairly pragmatic. I feel like if he wasn't, we'd all be in trouble. Speaking of which, since we aren't really doing anything, you know, overly exciting, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Warhammer 40k lore. Namely, did you know, and this is fairly common knowledge, I assume you did, but I'm going to ask anyway, did you know that the citizens of the Imperium are... well... Okay, let me put it differently. The existence of the Warp and the existence of the Chaos Gods and the creatures of the warp and so on are all kept a secret from the citizens of the Imperium. And so, in other words, the citizens, or the average citizen of the Imperium, has no idea what Slanesh is, or what, I nearly said Thrall from Warhammer. So from Warhammer, from, Warcraft. What Kron is, or, you know, any of that blood for the blood god type ordeal going on over there, right? The existence of such things is kept a closely guarded secret by the Ordo Heretico and well, all the other governing systems, entities, and bodies within the Imperium of Man. The reason for this is, as you might think, a little bit obvious. If you go down to a planet and say, yo, so there's a bunch of gods that our Imperium is at war with, make sure you don't, make sure you don't worship them or anything, the first thing they're going to do when they go back home is worship them, so you understand why this is a bit of a touchy problem, shall we say. But at the absolute least. Now, can I actually trade with you? I would love to trade with you. Of course not. Who can I trade with? What about you? You know what? Long story short, you can't trade with anyone because you're a genocidal maniac. Fair enough. Fair enough. All my sectors are full on energy. I'm sorry. That is nice, I suppose. Which leads me to believe that I should indeed begin construction of another battle fleet. Yeah, I might just be interested in doing that. Or at least, you know, if not build the full battle fleet, then like a little bit of it, like a small fleet, yeah? That might not be the worst thing in the world. This is sector limit +1, and this is some, what is it called? Terraforming technologies. I'm gonna go for another sector, even though I don't need it. It just unlocks stuff in the future. Terraforming, leave that for now. Yeah, our terraforming technology exists, but it's incredibly primitive, so pretty much exactly where it should be in Warhammer 40K lore. So, yeah, why not? So, anyway, the point being, there was a discussion about why this is kept a secret from the citizens of the Imperium, and it was how do we put this? I passively participated in this thing, yeah? Now, what the hell is this? Geological surveys conducted by colonists on Chimnal's world have revealed a massive vault buried deep within the mountain range. All evidence points towards this being some kind of fallout shelter built by some species that perished. Sure, it's a fallout shelter, come on. Could your references be any more obvious? Where is it, though? Sorry about that. Where is it? Go to? Right there, okay. Sure. Try and pry it open. See what you do. What have we done? What have I done and who have I become? What the fuck is this? Okay. Our scientists finally managed to open the ancient vault on Shimmel's world, only to unleash a flood of mutated horrors, the twisted remains of the original inhabitants. These creatures slaughtered the scientist team in a matter of seconds as they fanned out into the countryside. Thousands of colonists have been butchered, with the entire settlement falling with the ravenous horde. We have fortified our remaining cities and established defensive perimeters, but this may not be enough. Usually, man the defenses, yes. Usually, I would, or we would order Exterminatus on such a planet that's been invaded by God knows what. I mean, often, if it's a serious invasion, Exterminatus is not the worst possible thing that can happen to it. It's the first thing that we may do to a planet. Proof of this is Warhammer 40K Space Marines, the game from a couple of years ago. Actually played through it not so long ago. Right. Point being, I need to embark with a legion of my finest warriors. The Emperor's Sons, I believe you call them. Land. Yeah, I doubt that the Astra Militarum is going to be able to hold out for much longer. In fact, yeah, the world has fallen.
Station under attack.
Oh, they even took this thing. Ugh, that's somewhat nasty. Okay. Okay, in that case, just sit outside the thing. Are you really gonna force me to move an entire fleet in order to do this? You are, aren't you? Fine. Go to the Barbarous sector. Actually, it's... yeah, it is, isn't it? It's nearby to one of my already existing battle fleets. It's actually just one jump away for Battlefleet Conmar. So, you're the ones tasked with that. It's very close to your sector. You can go over to there, I think, since we have a... Oh! Yeah, would you look at that? They built a defensive station right there. And I'm not the one paying for it, they are. And considering their energy supplies are maxed out, I'm excited by the fact that I don't have to pay for it. Okay. Good, good, absolutely. You have the full right to defend yourselves. Needless to say at this point. But all that said, we should consider building another battle fleet. Considering the amount of minerals we have and the amount of energy we're making on a turn-to-turn basis. Well, you know what? Want the good news first or the bad news first? The good news is we are going to attack someone or something. We are going to get to fire our guns this episode as well. Or, you know, at least fire the macro batteries and all that. The bad news is we're fighting against our own space station. At least one has been taken over by Chaos. It might not be Chaos, but it seems very chaosy to me. Hold on. What is this? This population being systematically killed off. You know, that's not the worst thing that's ever going to happen, because... yeah, this planet... I have no idea what happened to it. I think... what happened is the, well, there's Xenos on it. That's an obvious problem, right? You know what? Exterminatus. Absolutely. No two ways around it, no two ways about it. Exterminatus. There is no way I am taking over a... what is wrong with you? Pacifist, really? Fuck off. There is no way I'm taking over a planet that has been invaded by Chaos and completely taken over by Chaos. No, we are going to let literally every single thing on it die, and then we may recolonize it with a lot of effort. Why roleplay? And I'm confused by the fact that there's no humans on it. Really shouldn't be the case. I think the AI colonized it. That's the gameplay explanation, is I think the AI colonized it, and it's in my best interest to kill that planet off. It is in the best interest of the Imperium to be rid itself of such vile heretical places. Let's see. Yeah, these things are pretty damn tough. This one, the Avian, is going to die in 2393. Relatively soon. So we're going to let that happen. But tell you what, even if we let that happen, we're still going to need to take over the planet with the troops to make sure we mop up all the chaos that remains, if any, of course. So, yeah. Okay, then. By the way, the derelict ship that we found that's been upgraded, you can go to Terra. Meet up with the new fleet that I'm building there. Ton of battleships. Let's increase it to speed 3. We shall be wiping this planet out. As sad as you may find that. Yeah, also, by the way, I was thinking about getting an Exterminatus mod. What's this? Oh. Derek Space Station. Really, I mean, the amount of stuff that we found on this planet is mind-blowing. You'd think we know our own planets, but apparently not. Great. Oh. The Emperor's had a slight change of policy. Let's see what he's a transvestite again. Lovely. What is this? Cruiser build cost minus 20%. Leader skill levels plus 1. You know. Neither here nor there. But does mean that we should build cruisers, right? Like 2 Dictator, 2 Tyrant, 2 Dictator, and another 2 Tyrant class cruisers. There we go. All of my minerals gone. But a lot cheaper cruisers than usually, so... should build extra. The amount of ships above this world, mind-blowing at this point. Just waiting for this thing to die off. It's gonna happen soon. More defensive packs and all that shit I'm not interested in. By the way, you, fuck off. Stop scanning my stuff. Another protectorate.
Construction complete.
Damn, those battleships are expensive, man. Not just to build, but to maintain, mostly. Ah, dark matter thing. Done. Now. One of the enigmatic things I'm thinking. The deflector, right? Yeah, definitely the deflector. And, ooh, kinetic artillery soon, and we've just stockpiled a bunch of minerals as well. Awesome. You dead yet? No, not yet. What's this? Infrastructure that survived the Great Nuclear War, which ruined this world, have proven a great boon to our colonists. The alien civilization that once lived here built highways connecting their major population centers, and some of them are still in good condition to be used, are still in good enough condition to be used today. Also able to recycle a large amount of building material from many of the ruins that dot the landscape, further improving the colony's infrastructure. Build cost minus 10%. You're gonna need those minus 10%, considering I intend to level the place with the ground, yeah? Entirely and utterly level it with the ground. Now, let's see, you... I've done all the surveys in this area. Okay. Return home. You, the other one. You're still doing your job. I'll link these down here, keep it safe. There we go. You're okay as well. No. Sorry, what? You what, mate? Is it... Ah! Is it... I just realised what they've done. Resettle. You fucking idiots. Idiots. Idiots, 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 idiots. You fucking idiots. You messed it up so bad. So bad. Sectors. None of you are allowed to colonize anymore. None. Because you don't know how to colonize with, you know, with humans. You built colony ships with a pre-sentient race that we don't even control, that we just, you know, are eager to get rid of. Absolute morons. But I've lost all faith in you. Absolutely lost all faith in you. Battleship something else. Filthy Xenos in my own backyard. Bad. Bad. Fear not, I will come to you very soon. Will come to your shores, bringing nothing but death and destruction. Also a battle fleet, but mostly just death and destruction.
Research complete. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Take a look at that in a second. I think I know where it is as well. There, isn't it? Yeah, it's there. And even though I don't think that there's... That's actually not, is it? No. This is a tomb world. We weren't even supposed to be able to colonize this. My god, what have you done? I had to colonize worlds I cannot colonize with aliens. It's... No, no, I'm playing human supremacists. No. It is not something you're allowed to do. Gonma. Back to your own sector then, eh? Oh, yes, of course. Those two. And, are we good for everything else? I think I saw a few things that need to be built up here. Yeah, like that, for example. Oh, and also Talismanus is going to receive that thing back again. There we go. Managed sector. Congratulations. There's some research there for you. I doubt it's going to be any useful, but nothing else for you to do. Since I'm paying you, you might as well put in some effort. Once again, a pair of cruisers from literally everywhere. Well, not literally everywhere. Literally everywhere in the planets that I directly control, that is. Good. Okay, this, I believe, is enough for this episode. We managed to realize that there is a great big flaw in our sector administration. I'm glad that we got rid of it so quickly, though. Anyways, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to like and subscribe down below, and take care, and bye-bye. Next time, I'm going to assemble the battle fleet over here, and we shall send our ships in that general direction towards the Hantak. Take care, and bye-bye.